you, it is something you must intentionally design. Be curious, be disciplined, be resilient. Do not fear starting small. For every greater career begins with a simple step taken with courage and determination, such as internship and leveraging into entry to the workforce. As a university, we remain committed to equipping you with knowledge, skills, and values that will enable you to thrive anywhere in the world. But the responsibility to use these skills or tools effectively rests with you. Do not wait for the opportunity to find you. Prepare for it, position yourself for it, and create it. The future belongs to those who are ready. I wish you a productive career clinic. Thank you.
Another round of applause to our representative from the Dean's office. And thank you so much. At least one of the things I've been able to quote is that you can't grow when you expect to be comfortable. And that's one of the key messages that we're getting from the Dean's office. So thank you so much for that inspiring opening. And of course, today's event is powered by a vision that recognizes the talent that Chambogo University has. But we also understand that talent alone is not enough, right? We know that talent must be guided. If talent is not guided, then we're going to lose our students. So what we are saying as Brighter Monday Uganda and our vision is to be able to equip our Chambogo students and also make sure that we can provide a platform where we can connect them to opportunities. Now, this vision is embodied into what we refer to as the Gen Kazi program. And we shall tell you more about the Gen Kazi program. But before we do that, still talking about Chambogo University and of course offering our gratitude, I also want to offer my gratitude and of course on behalf of Brighter Monday Uganda to the guild president and of course the entire team, the entire students body. Honestly, thank you so much. I would love to invite the guild president to just say hello to us. And of course, I want to say thank you for the great work in mobilization and ensuring that students can get access to this opportunity. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Clinton. I'm so glad and grateful that students of Chambogo have embraced this event. My name is Andam Emmanuel, the 21st Guild President of Chambogo University. By the grace of God, I've been able to serve Chambogo University, and this is one of the ways we serve students. We want to thank Brighter Monday for such an event. We want to thank you for thinking about Chambogo. Many of us students, as we conclude our secondary school education and get very eager and happy about coming to university, we miss out on training as far as career is concerned. Many of the times we don't choose courses we do because we love them. We do courses because the marks we have gotten dictate so. So we always get a conflict of interest. So when you are doing a course that you didn't desire initially, how do you cope up with that course? How do you love it and then grow a career through it? That is only possible when you've accepted the course you're now going to do and acknowledge that is the course at hand to do and learn the skills that are there that will make you exceptional from other people. We always say there is unemployment, we study and we don't get jobs. But what's exceptional about you from the other people you did the same course with that the employer will be able to see and keep you? Brighter Monday came and he has come with very many other partners and we are so grateful for that. Please can we clap for all the partners that have come, that are going to give us internship placements, that eventually can even employ us. These are people who have come here, students. I don't want you to only sit here and enjoy the ambience and enjoy the speeches and everything. Please, reach out. Speak to these people who have come here. They are the people who will employ you. Ask all the questions you have. Inquire. This is a very, very instrumental kind of event that has been organized by Brighter Monday. Let it not just end like that. I've gone through the tent there. I've seen very many organizations. Each of us here can get a placement. Each of us here can get a job. Year 3s, you're finishing soon in June. When you're done, did you reach out to anyone here? Did you create a relationship with any of the people who have come? Ask the questions. There are soft skills that are going to be taught, or some have been already taught to you. Please take advantage of these skills. We are now in a world where if you don't have ICT skills, digital skills, you may hardly get employed anywhere. The other bit that is so important for all of us is emotional intelligence. There is AI, but there is emotional intelligence. Can you control your emotions? When you are too excited, what happens? When you are too annoyed, what happens? These are some of the things you should make sure you learn, you develop, and you'll be able to build a career. Lastly, I'm also a youth, I'm also a young man who very soon will be unemployed, and I'll also be looking for a job, because after university, I'll be a graduate who's unemployed. So what I tell you, I tell you. What I tell you, I tell myself too, because very soon we shall be in the same boat as students who have graduated and have no jobs. But one thing I want to teach you, and also I teach myself, is patience and consistency. We have a problem as young people. We think that wealth is accumulated within a blink of an eye. It doesn't happen that way. You must work. You must persevere through a given career. Our tutor has just told you here. You can't be here and there and here and here. They ask you, what's your occupation? You say, you see, I can do this, I can do that. You have to have one thing, develop a skill in one thing, and become competent in that skill and be known for that. And that can only happen with consistency, with patience, and with hard work. I want to thank you, Brighter Monday, as the 21st Guild leadership. We are so grateful for this opportunity. We hope and pray that this partnership between Brighter Monday and Chambogo University will continue to be there, and we shall have such an event even next year, even the following year, even the following year. Thank you so much, and thank you for this opportunity granted to me. Welcome you so much. And our students are very good people. Please give them the internships, give them the jobs, give them the connections and everything. They will not shame Chambogo. Thank you so much. I remain Andam Emmanuel, the 21st Guild President.
Well said, President. Another round of applause for our President, please. Thank you so much, President, for those powerful remarks. Very, very well said. And of course, he has encouraged each and every one of you to actively participate in this event. It's for you. We are here for you, right? And please take advantage of every single opportunity that we are presenting to you this morning. And thank you so much, President, for laying a very good foundation for this very event. All right. We have been talking about the Jane Kazi program, right? But someone is going to come and break it down for us. But then before we invite this person, I just wanted to say that Brighter Monday Uganda, in partnership with the MasterCard Foundation, we are implementing a national national youth employability program that is looking at, making sure that young people are trained, but at the same time placed into a number of job opportunities. And this could be you. This could be you. So please, I'm going to invite someone who's going to tell you even about Brighter Monday Uganda, because there could be some people in this room who don't know what Brighter Monday Uganda is and what we do, and what we're all about. So our next speaker is a leader as well at Brighter Monday Uganda. He's a leader in workforce transformation and youth employability. Now, the person who's going to talk to you leads a department at Brighter Monday Uganda that is known as the Workforce Department. Now, that's a very technical department because it's a department that looks at making sure that young people across Uganda find the right opportunities. Actually, we are calling them dignified opportunities. So this is a gentleman that has designed several strategies that have empowered thousands of young professionals with skills required to succeed in today's competitive job market. Now, he's a passionate young man who is unlocking potential in other young people, and is also strengthening career pathways for them to make sure that they are work-ready professionals. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Jeffrey Luboga, the head of Workforce Department at Bright Amanda, Uganda. You're most welcome.
Good morning, ladies and Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, you had breakfast. Thank you very much, Clinton, for the humbling remarks as well, and also asking me to be here today. As I mentioned, my name is Jeffrey Luboga, and I lead the workforce development function at Bright Amanda, Uganda. Before I continue, I'd like to give special recognition to our representatives from Chambogo University, our prestigious partners, stakeholders, but most especially you, the students. I am so humbled that the room is full today. Please. As I was seated over there, I could notice there are even no more seats for other people to come in. That is amazing. And with that impact, we feel we do even have more to give back to Chambogo University. In that regard, as my colleague Clinton mentioned, I'll give an opportunity to introduce Bright Amanda Uganda to you all. Bright Amanda Uganda has been in existence for over 10 years, and we were given the opportunity to serve you young people by connecting or creating job opportunities for you, the youth, and connecting them to the employers that we have today, and also even other stakeholders that can be able to provide an opportunity for you to get an access to dignified and meaningful work. As Bright Amanda Uganda, we got the opportunity in collaboration with the MasterCard Foundation to launch the Jane Kazi program, which started last year. And through this program, we have been able to create and also provide placement opportunities for over 45,000 youth in just a period of 11 months. Come on. As a workforce development department, and also in collaboration with my team members, it is not an easy feat. It shows that we're very passionate about the work that we do, but also we feel that we do not want to leave anyone behind. However, the key thing is you should also show the resilience, but also the willingness not to be left behind. And this is why we're here today. The Career Cupid is, I would say, an opportunity for us, Bright Amanda Uganda, but also employers, to come and look out for the diamonds in the rough here at Chambogo University. An opportunity for you to stand out. An opportunity as a guild president, if as chicken tonight as I can see here, with his speech, I'd be drafting an employment letter right now for him, please. But back to the Jane Kazi program itself.
The Gen Kazi program is an initiative, as you can hear, Generation Kazi. It's a Swahili word for youth. And in this program, we have a clear objective to train refugees, women, and also persons with disabilities to get them opportunities in workspaces countrywide. I know the boy child is thinking, what about us? No, we are here for you as well. In this program, as mentioned, we have been able to place over 45,000 youth countrywide. And this is why, under the program, we decided that let us stop searching and start marching. We have very many employers out there. Some are here in the room. And from my experience, I think as I finished university in 2015, in my time, we used to print CVs, hard copy, and run around companies. Go to the reception and say, can I speak to the human resource manager? And I'd ask, who are you? I'm like, I'm Jeff Luboga. They're like, I don't know that person. Maybe you can leave it there and we'll give you a call. But things have now changed. As my representative or my colleague from Chambo University mentioned, we didn't have these in our times, but things have changed. We're bringing the employers to you so that you stop searching like how I did, and the opportunity is there for you to start matching. So please, as I usually tell other colleagues, students and youth, opportunity favors the brave. So, as we're here today at this career fair, my message to you students is the opportunity is now. The opportunity is here for you at your doorstep. Where you want to be in a few years from now depends on your actions today. Depends on your actions right now. If you do not, personally, if I feel you do not at least get a contact of one of our employers there, I feel you've done yourself a disservice. So please take this opportunity right now, take it today. The opportunity is yours. Thank you very much.
The opportunity is yours, right? Can we clap for Jeff Roboga one more time? One more time. One more time. Thank you so much, Jeffrey, for sharing with us your experience, but also sharing with us what the Gen Kazi program stands for. And he has also broken down what Brighter Monday does. I believe now everyone in the room understands Brighter Monday Uganda. Anyone who's still left out? By a show of hands, we can still recapitulate. Anyone who's still left out? Anyone? No. Everyone is now okay. So thank you so much, Jeffrey, for having everyone on board, but of course also for taking us through what the Gen Kazi program is all about. And we're very delighted. We're very, very delighted to have Chamboko students also be part of this program. We would love to have you guys part of this program. And we have a number of opportunities. We have a number of packages that we have, we have already put up for you guys to partake on. Already, we already put up the WhatsApp courses, and we still want more people to take up this course, because it's part of this program that we train these young people. And when we are making it easy, we're making it easy because as young people, we have understood that our attention span is not really that good, right? Because we are distracted with TikTok, we're distracted with all this social media. So what we have done is to use the same platform, but to create a course that doesn't go beyond 30 minutes to ensure that you can be able to get yourself a certificate that you can always also use while trying to match your career to get a perfect match. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we all know from the speakers that we have, just interacted with, they have mentioned that careers are not built by accident, right? That is a fact that they have really put out there. They are built by courage, just like our dean mentioned, but they're also built by clarity and commitment. Ladies and gentlemen, our keynote speaker this morning embodies exactly that. Engineer Joseph Chigozie is our next speaker, is our keynote speaker. And allow me to tell you about Engineer Joseph. Engineer Joseph is one of Uganda's most respected engineers, and also one of the most respected people in the media and technology space. Now, Engineer Joseph serves as the Deputy Group CEO of Nation Media Group, but also he oversees strategic growth, innovation, and transformation. Engineer Joseph is known for his leadership in engineering. He's known for his leadership in technology, media transformation. But why we invited him today is because he's also known for his youth mentorship. We are very delighted to have him, and we want to say his career journey is a very powerful testimony to what we should be doing with our career. We need to trust the process. We need to build an impact that can help us be passionate enough, but also purposeful. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Can we all rise? Can we all rise? Can we all rise from our seats? Please rise in your energy and join me. Please, I'll wait for you to rise. I'll wait for all of you to rise. Yes, please rise as we welcome our keynote speaker, Engineer Joseph Chigozie. So ladies and gentlemen, in your energy, join me in welcoming our keynote speaker. Thank you so much.
Hello, you can have your seats. Thank you very much. Am I audible to the people at the back? Are you able to hear me? Okay, great. What an elaborate introduction. I almost hid under my seat when I had that introduction. How is everyone feeling today? Ah, really? That doesn't sound like someone that is feeling great today. As we wait for the slides to come on, I would like to get a bit of a feel of who is in the room today. If you are a student, regardless of the university you're coming from, please raise up your hand. Okay, 90%. So if you are a student and you are already employed somewhere, can you raise your hand? Okay, 2. About, okay. All right, thank you. So, those that are not students but are in the room and are already employed, please raise up your hands. Amazing. Then those that are in the room but are business owners. Perfect. We have 1, 2, 3. So, the students in the room, I believe you know where to sit close to, right? You know where the employers have sat. You know where the business owners are seated. So, in the break, when you have the breaks, you have an opportunity to engage with any of these people so that you can get your career journey started. So, we have just been in Valentine's. And the spirit of Valentine's Day is crafted around love. And many of us, or some of us, have been busy trying to make those that we love feel cared for, feel appreciated, feel recognized. Basically, we've been trying to do one thing, making it. Can I hear it? Making it? Louder, making it? That's not loud enough. Making it? Perfect. Now that we are done with making our other endeavors work, we are here to make our careers work for us as well. The same way you are going to take care of something or somebody that you love is the same care and attention you should give to your career. And it starts right now where you are, when you are able to see and be part of an engagement such as this one. Who is Joseph? As earlier introduced, I'm an engineer. I'm a registered engineer. I'm currently serving as the deputy head of the project management and business development division at Prom Consultants Limited. Prom Consultants Limited is one of the leading engineering consultancy firms that we have in this country, Uganda, with over 30 years of working experience within the borders of Uganda and within the region. Further to that, I also sit on the technical committee at the Uganda National Bureau of Standards, the technical committee of geotechnics, and also I serve as the chairperson of the FIDIC Future Leaders, that is under the Uganda Association of Consulting Engineers. That is the association that pulls together all consulting engineers within Uganda. And I am the chairperson of the youth chapter, that is the consulting engineers under 40. So that's about me. In my close to a decade of experience, I have been blessed with the opportunity to transform my own career from being just like you, seated in each of those seats where you are, to being able to serve within management of one of the top leading entities within our country. So, but how was I able to do that? In this presentation, I would like to share with you 5 key lessons that I have learned along the way. Sadly, or probably an advantage to you, is that I've had to learn these lessons the hard way. But now that I speak to you, I'm giving you the opportunity to learn these lessons now, so that what I have been able to do in 8 years, you can do it in probably 2 or 3 years. Isn't that good, everybody? So, we are here to set a foundation for your career, so that we can put your career on a trajectory of success. And I'd like to begin with one key verse, John 8:32. Where are the Bible scholars in the room? Someone to open quickly, John chapter 8, verse 32. Who has got it? Very quickly. Anyone that has gotten it? Oh, yes. You could come here, walk here, and just read it for us quickly. Give her a round of applause as she walks up here. Kindly tell us your name, and then you can read for us.
Good morning. My name is Atukunda Blessing Faith. John 8:32 says, "Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free."
A round of applause for her. The truth will set you free. So now what we have come to share with you here is the truth. But one thing that you should know is that that particular verse, regardless of the religious denomination you belong to, is saying a very key thing. The truth that you know. The truth that you do not know is not going to do anything for you. So, Brighter Monday Uganda, in partnership with the MasterCard Foundation, have come together to bring you a body of truth, so that you get to know that truth, and that truth can make a difference in your life. You are a very lucky group that you are in the driving seat. You're basically taking the front seat in this transformational opportunity. Would you give yourself a round of applause for making that decision today? So, ladies and gentlemen, the marketplace that some of us are already operating in, and many of you are ready to walk into, for lack of a better word, can be described by that statement there, VUCA. It is volatile, it is complex, It is ambiguous and very highly uncertain. Think about those 4 words for a minute. That is where you are being trained to walk in and serve and create an impact. And I will not lie to you that it's going to be easy. No, it's not. But it is possible. You see, knowing what you're up against gives you a big advantage when it comes to preparing yourself to attack that enemy. So, this Career Cupid here today is preparing you for that. Okay, those controlling the slides, you can. Okay, thank you. So, there are a number, as you walk into the marketplace, those that are in 3rd year or 4th year, even if you're in 1st year, there are a number of painful truths that you have to come to terms with. How the market looks like out there. First of all, the first point is that your life at campus is soon going to come to an end. That lovely whole room you have, the whole food, or the hostel life, the nightlife, is going to come to an end. It's painful, but true. By knowing that, know that the corporations that you are aiming or that you desire to work for out there are built on professionals. Ideally, they will not tell you, but I'll be honest with you. Even in the organization where I do work, we are looking for professionals. We are looking for professionals in you. So, if you are not ready to be a professional, this is going to be a very uphill battle. Then thirdly, it's harder to get a job today than it was 10 years ago. But 10 years have stretched it too much. It's harder to get a job today than it was a year ago. Yet, in the very same jurisdictional context, there are a number of opportunities that have come up in the last 5 years that were not in existence 5 years ago. So you'll ask yourself a question, why is it getting harder and harder? Yet, there are new industries that are coming on board that are presenting opportunities. Where is the mismatch? The answer is written in what Brighter Monday is standing for today. Stopping searching and moving into matching. Matching your skill set to the new and novel opportunities that do exist today. So, also further to the point, the employers today, whereas they are giving you opportunities sometimes to go for internships or graduate training, the fundamental reason why they are taking on and giving you that opportunity is not because they want to train you. No. Businesses and entities are here to survive and to survive the turbulent world that they are operating in. And they are only taking you on because there is a potential in you to assist them on that journey, not because they are entirely just training you just for the sake. So when you walk into that organization, when you have that opportunity to serve, know that at the back of the mind, that yes, I'm being trained, I'm having this internship opportunity, but what in the end of the day can this organization benefit from me? What value can I bring to the table? And one thing also should know is that regardless of where you're working or whatever level you're working, no job will ever pay you enough. Tell your neighbor, no job will never pay you enough. Look at them and tell them. If you didn't greet them, that's why things get awkward. No job will ever pay you enough. Okay? And then, when we look at merit, when it comes to getting opportunities and getting jobs and starting our careers, merit alone will not get you that job. Believe it or not. Yes, you're going to have the qualifications, Those qualifications may get you through the door. That may not get you that job. They may get you into the interview room, but qualifications alone and your merit alone as an individual will not cut it. Why we are here this morning is to fill that gap. As you think about these painful truths, don't be discouraged. I see a lot of discouraged faces. Don't be discouraged. We are here to answer and fill in the gaps. So, when you have an opportunity to join an organization, at whatever level, be it internship, we'll start from the basic level internship. Develop an organizational thinking. First of all, understand how the organization makes money. If it's a government entity, understand what that government entity does, even as an intern. We had an intern one time at my workplace, and I asked this young gentleman, okay, yes, you've been given internship here. This is your first day, right? Oh, yes, yes. How are you feeling? Well, I'm feeling quite good. Are you optimistic about what we're going to do? Yes. He was like, yes, we are very confident we're going to get a good job. Then I asked him one question. But what does our company do? What are the products that we put on the market? The gentleman had no idea. But I pulled out his internship letter. You know those letters that you gave us that are written very nicely? He had included the things that about our company vision, and how he hopes to fit into the company vision. Very lovely, written in a nice way, but he did not have it in his mind. We were this close to canceling that internship. Why? Because without a person with an organizational thinking, knowing exactly what the organization is doing or what it is aiming for, its mission and vision, how are you going to serve? And how are you going to serve meaningfully? Very important. Know what the organization does. And if there is a mismatch at that point in time, that's when problems begin. So if you find yourself in an organization and you realize that today you're not sure exactly what the organization does or an entity does, but you go to work every day, it's time to sit back, reorganize yourself, and align appropriately. So in any organizational environment, we have to look at the basics. Don't lose sight of the basics. The basics are important. Exactly. If your organization is producing books, how exactly do we put a book together? Where are the raw materials coming from? How do we put them together? Master the basics. Yes, we'll talk about all this innovation. We have to innovate. We have to make sure that we are moving with a trend. But innovation only works when you understand the basics. The software gurus in this room or that are putting all this together, the AI CV reviewer that Bright Amanda Uganda has, by the time they're able to do that, they have mastered the basics. So it's about time, gentlemen and ladies in this room, that we go back to the basics and understand the basics. And the university does a very good job at that, in giving you the basics that you need to take on the challenges that are out there in the marketplace. Remember, your skills are your product. The product that you're giving to the marketplace. And the potential employers that are in this room and outside in the tent there are your customers or potential customers. What kind of product are they going to purchase from you? What is the nature of the skill that you are providing? Is it ready to solve the problems and challenges that they have? When you look at an organization, it should not be about how can I get into this organization. Look at what challenges within this organization or within the process that this organization is undertaking can I solve. If you feel and find and evaluate yourself and you realize that maybe at this point in time I'm not yet ready, then you have an opportunity to it's an opportunity for you to realign and make yourself better. So that's about organizational thinking. The organizations are looking at making a return on their investment in you. So as companies look to make a return on investment, making a profit, they're also looking at, if we hire this person, this man called Joseph, what is the return on investment by hiring him? This is aligned with the value that you bring to the table. These are some of the top organization leaders we have on the globe. And what is special about these gentlemen that you see here, they are also ladies, but I didn't present them, but these gentlemen have gone a long way in making sure that the organizations that you see on your screen there, Tesla, Nvidia, JP Morgan, are able to become some of the top organizations or companies in the world. What are these guys doing differently? They are offering value. The return on investment that shareholders enjoy in all these companies is on the backs of these people that you see on your screen and the people that work with them. In this room, I see potential men and women that are going to be on this leaderboard a few years from now. Prove me right by becoming exactly that. So, lesson number 2, you have to grow. When you stop growing, and growing, I don't mean growing in body-wise, because that's automatic, but you have to grow in competence. Once you stop growing in your career, that's when your descent starts. So grow, take on those trainings, get mentors, and also notice, is the company that you're working with also growing? If you're working with a company and year on year, its profits are dwindling, my friend, you may want to go down with a sinking ship, but you have to think about exactly where is this company going? And what's my contribution in making this company grow? So make sure you are growing. Okay? Now, in order to have good growth, you have to look at a number of things. You have to make sure that your growth is profitable. So it has to earn money for you. Then you have to make sure that it's organic. Build on what you already have. The universe has given you skills. Build on those skills. Then make sure you are different. Create that differentiation. What is special about you? And make sure now that when you have that differentiation, now you make it sustainable. Grow. It can grow year on year, year on year. Let 2026 not be like 2025. But by being in this session right here, it's already a proof that your 2026 is going to be a better year. Then you have to take on leadership. But leadership starts with leading yourself. You can't lead others when you can't lead yourself. So it's important that you take on leadership. And as a leader, you need to be very aware of the foresights of a leader. You need to have hindsight. You need to have foresight. You need to have insight. And also you need to have oversight. You need to be aware about everything that is taking place around you. This is very important because in leadership, you're going to find that you're able to understand the people you're working with and yourself as well. Where do you lie in this matrix? If you're working for an organization, are you a hostage? Are you a terrorist? Are you an apostle? Or are you a mercenary? Those play very different parts when it comes to organization operation. My dream is that all of you, at least if you cannot be an apostle, be a mercenary. But do not be a terrorist or a hostage, because in that category of people, you are not going to be able to give value that benefits both you and the organization. We need apostles that are able to give the results and are able to buy into the vision. That's why 2,000 years later, we still have Christianity, because we had apostles that bought into the vision that Jesus came with to give to us. And the mercenaries, yes, they're in it for the money, but they have a role to play in different sectors of the economy. Then make a decision today to be excellent. The world rewards excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not excellent, you're not going to cut it. That's why you can always remember that Usain Bolt won a given marathon, let's say in the UK, for any given year, but you'll never remember the second person that was in that race. So the world is always rewarding excellence. And how can you be excellent? You have to first make the decision to be excellent. You master the basics and have the right professional hygiene. Go big. Now, when you're talking about going big, big is a very small word with a very big meaning. It will encompass the books you read, the individuals you associate with, and the goals that you set in that regard. And you have to put this together with your professional hygiene, making sure that you can communicate effectively, you are proactive, you do not wait for only instructions, then you have that presence, and you're able to guard business secrets. There are people you find talking about what's happening in their companies too, in spaces that are very inappropriate. You should look at that and make sure you are able to go big, but also maintain the right professional hygiene. Everybody loves cake. Oh, at least I love cake. I don't know about you. Do the ladies love cake in this room? Now, in order to be excellent, remember cake. I've broken it down for you here. Continuous acquired knowledge and experience. Let us repeat all together. So every time that you are eating a piece of cake, remember that you need to have continuous acquired knowledge and experience. That is what builds excellence. When it comes to professional hygiene, what you look like, how you dress, how you show up, and the spaces that you show up in. On another forum, maybe I'll go deep and talk about the different dress codes. Professional dress code, business-ready dress code, and casual dress code. However, what's important is that in this search for opportunities, keep it neutral, keep it natural, and for the ladies especially, keep it covered. That is how you show up in the business, marketplace, and the professional workspace. Then look at your relationships. Ladies and gentlemen, who doesn't like you may not matter too much in this world. But in the professional space, who likes you matters. That's why I go back to the start of my session where I talked about what kind of relationships do you have? Who likes you matters. Because merit alone will not get you that opportunity. You have to combine it with good strategic relationships. These are two books that you can check out and read for yourselves. They will give you a very good background on how to deal with relationships. Then finally, lesson number 5, the dots always connect. The actions that you take today have consequences. The interesting thing that you can choose the action, but you don't choose the consequence. So you take the right actions today, like coming in this room and listening to us. The consequences are going to be automatic. When the opportunities come, please say yes to the opportunities. Sometimes the opportunity does not look as juicy in the start, but look beyond the initial roadblocks that you see in the opportunity. One of the roadblocks usually is the financial remuneration. As one of our great ministers in this land usually says, colleagues, the money will come. But what he forgot to add, by the way, and if I meet him, I'll tell him this. What he forgot to add is that the money will come, colleagues, if we have the value to match up with that. I believe he missed that, and when I do meet him, I'll make sure that he adds that on the his next speech. Then you also need to have your mindset transformed. Know that your programming in your mindset will lead to your thoughts and feelings. Then those feelings will lead to your actions, and your actions will bring the results. And your results will determine the quality of life that you're living. And we all want to live a good quality of life. Okay. This is a bit stuck, but all right. But what is important is that we need to have and be conscious of our mindset. So, excellence is key. Now, as I close, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to do a small experiment with you as these last slides come in. I want 2 volunteers, one from this side, preferably from the back, 1 volunteer from this side and 1 volunteer from this side. And I'll tell you, once you stand up, come in the middle aisle here, the person that has chosen to stand up, then 1 from this side. Yes, please come in the middle aisle as well. Just go to the back. My time is fast spent, but bear with me. Let's do this simple experiment together. Yeah, just walk to the back of the aisle. Even you, gentlemen, please come in the middle aisle. Walk to the back. Okay, let's give them some space to pass. Perfect. Now, starting with the gentleman, you are going to walk like a CEO down this aisle and reach me where I am here. Okay? Please, walk towards me. Okay? Perfect. Amazing. There he comes. You can move a little bit faster. Okay. Amazing. Thank you very much. Just come and stand right here. Now, for the lady, I want to request all of us that as she walks down that aisle, I want you to clap for her like you've never clapped for anyone before. Okay? She's going to walk just like he did, but give her a clap until she reaches here. Let's start. Until she reaches. Can make it louder. Stand right here. Thank you. Now, how did you feel, my friend? Okay.
My name is Wako Abe. I felt a little bit nervous.
Okay, nervous. He felt nervous as he walked in when everyone was silent. How did you feel? Come.
My name is Cheptoyek Abigail Solimo. I felt great and kind of nervous.
But the first statement she mentioned that she felt great. So what is the lesson here, ladies and gentlemen? Success, when it's appreciated, tastes very good, right? And success as well, when it's not recognized, can feel a certain way, okay? And also the second lesson here is that people will always remember how you made them feel, okay? He'll remember the fact that he walked down this aisle and no one clapped. She'll remember how she walked down that aisle and everyone clapped for her. This is where you are going in this. Well, sometimes you'll be clapped for, sometimes they won't clap for you. But what is important that this gentleman kept on moving despite the claps. And also, if this lady was distracted by the claps and cheers of everybody, there was a chance that she could trip on those stairs. So be wary when the victory claps are sounding when you are walking towards your victory. As they walk back, please give them, both of them, a lovely round of applause. And thank you for participating in our experiment. As I close, gentlemen, I know I've mentioned that I'm closing so many times, but forgive me. I'll close with this quote. Into each life comes a time when dreams must be spoken and wings must be tried. And so you must reach for your dreams. Spread your wings as you go out there in the marketplace and fly. The sky is not just the limit, but it is the starting point. And when you reach that point where you feel like your energy is drawn, no one is clapping for you, you are in a deep valley, you can hardly see the mountain top where you want to go. That time when the job applications are not applicationing, where no one is responding to your applications, I've found a statement that I've found very useful to me in the past 8 years of my career. And that is, yes, we can. Repeat after me. Yes, we. Yes, we can if we do not give up, if we do not stop in the way, if we continue moving, if we work together, and if we keep intentionally growing ourselves. I say to you, ladies and gentlemen, all people in this room, business owners, employers, employees, regardless of the challenges that are in the marketplace today, yes, we. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That's my time.
All right, another round of applause for engineer. Thank you so much. Engineer says, yes, we can. Can we do it? Can we do it? Great, great. That's really so great. You must have seen papers like this. They must have been giving out papers like this. I just came with mine so that I can demonstrate. Okay, it just has the same QR code that you just need to scan for you to, undertake the WhatsApp course in case you have not done that. And it also has an easy way of doing it. If you can't scan the QR code, please go ahead and use the link. It should take you to a section that has events. Click on that, and you should be able to access the WhatsApp course. Once again, I want to say thank you so much, Engineer Joseph, for that powerful and inspiring message. And of course, Engineer Joseph has made it clear to us that the future of work is evolving faster than ever before. And of course, he also made sure that it is clear to us that the question is no longer, what did you study, but rather, what can you do? Right? So that's the question we need to start asking ourselves while we're in this room, and of course, while we continue to explore some of the opportunities we shall be presenting to you. Ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker is a man that is building that future that Engineer Joseph has talked about. Now, the next speaker is a gentleman with an interesting name. You know, I think this one was extracted from the Bible, if I might say. It's called Solomon King, right? Very interesting name. And he's the founder and CEO of Fundibots. And Fundibots is a leading robotics and technology education organization that is transforming how young Africans engage with innovation. Now, through his work, he has introduced robotics education across Africa, but also he has empowered very many young people, especially with STEM skills. And by the way, Chambogo University, it always has a STEM kind of event as well, if I'm right, yeah? You know, for innovators, for engineers, right? And it's also one of a good opportunity for Fundibots to always partner with Chambogo University at that level. But of course, Solomon King is a positioned Ugandan who is a leader in robotics innovation. But before I invite Solomon King, because you know his CV is very vast. But what I can do right now, I'd wanted before the representative of the Dean's Office of Chambogo, before he leaves, I'd wanted us to have a group photo. So I'm going to invite Geoffrey from Brighter Monday to represent Brighter Monday Uganda. I'll also invite Solomon King. You will join this photo. So at the moment the photo is done, then you can take over the stage. But of course, I would also invite Engineer Joseph to come back and bless us for this photo. And then of course, the representative from the Dean's Office. So please, please come as we have our photographers ready to have this photo, the photo shoot done. So please, if I've called up for your name, please you can come and we have this group photo done. I don't see the guild president, but I think he's well represented. That's okay. All right. Our camera people are very ready. All right, thank you so much for that. My perfect opportunity now to hand over to Solomon King. Thank you so much, Solomon. Over to you.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? Good morning, everyone. I am an old man, so I expect students to be a lot more energetic than I am. Good morning, everyone. All right. My name is Solomon King Benge, and I am the founder and executive director of Fundibots. As they mentioned, I'll tell you a little bit about Fundibots. How much time do I have for starters? All right. I don't have as much person in this room is more qualified academically than I am. Whether you're in your first year or not, my highest qualification is a UNEB certificate for UACE. So as long as you're here and you're finished first semester, you're more qualified academically than I am. But one thing that I do not encourage is for people to drop out of school. Because normally the question that I get is that you dropped out of school, things are working well for you, can we also drop out of school? And my response is no, please do not drop out of school. It's a very simple reason for that. The world gets increasingly more difficult and more complex when you leave school. Right now, your entire existence is basically wake up, go to class, do a course, do a project, have some fun, go back, sleep, repeat the next day. This is your life for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, depending on your course. When you get out of your when you get out of school, your life becomes infinitely more complicated. And the one thing that the real world does not tolerate very well is people without academic qualifications. So as someone with more than 25 years of work experience, job experience, there are opportunities that are not open to me simply because I do not have the requisite academic qualifications. So having said that, having laid that foundation for the Brighter Monday team, I do not encourage anyone to drop out of school, but I want to share with you a little bit about my story. Fundibots is my most successful organization. I started it in 2011. I started my first company in 2001. Fundibots, I started it in 2011. It's the most successful organization that I have started. And to date, we have trained more than 75,000 Ugandan children on STEM tools. STEM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We primarily focus on robotics as a foundational learning tool. And the goal is that as long as kids are excited about the idea of building robots, then you can teach them programming, you can teach them ICT, you can teach them project management, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, etc. We have actually partnered with quite a few people in Chambogo University. Chambogo University is one of our official partners alongside other universities in Uganda. And we've done internships. We do internships. They're very rigorous, very intensive internships, and quite a number of students drop out of the internship because of how tough it is. And for us, the rationale is simple. If you are going to be an engineer, if you're going to be a scientist, then you need to have the same level of discipline as a proper scientist out in the real world. So we are tough, but if there's anyone in this room who has done that program, is there anyone in this room who has done one of our internships? Oh, there's someone there. That's great to know. So you can reach out to her and she can tell you how that went. Fundibots has worked with 75,000 students. Currently, I employ, when they're telling someone to walk like a CEO, I was like, wait, is that how I walk every day? But that is not how I walk. No one is clapping for me. The only time people are happy with me is when I pay their salaries every month. But currently I employ 150 people across Uganda. We have offices in Mbale, Gulu, Mbarara, and Kampala. At our peak last year, we employed 150 people, but then because of all this drama in the non-profit space, we had to downsize. And downsizing is a reality that I'm sure the Brighter Monday guys will advise you about at some point. So throughout my career, I have employed close to 250 people. And every single one of those people, actually I would say maybe 99% of them, maybe 95% of them have been more academically qualified than I am, right? So everything that I know, I'm trying to lay a foundation so that you get a feeling for where we're heading. So everything that I know is basically self-taught. And one of my lessons are going to be scattered in between, but I hope you can make sense of it because my time has been shifted a little. One of the most important skills that you can get as an employee is self-driven learning. And I want you to be very, very serious about self-driven learning. Everything that I've learned in the last 25 years has been because I opened a book, sat in front of a computer, and taught myself. So self-driven learning is the one primary thing that's going to get you ahead of your game. It's going to get you ahead of your peers, it's going to get you ahead of your colleagues at work, and it's going to help you be a better leader. So ensure that you're actually able to drive your own learning so that you can succeed. Second lesson that someone mentioned is leadership. The thing about leadership, like my former colleague, the engineer, mentioned, is that leadership starts with you. Many of us think about leadership from an external lens, but leadership actually begins with you. How are you leading yourself as a person before you think you can lead others? If you don't have the discipline to lead yourself, if you don't have the patience to learn and mentor yourself, if you don't have the drive to keep pushing forward against obstacles, then you're going to really, really struggle with leading other people. So leadership, please make sure that it's something that you pay a lot of attention to. My primary passions are in technology, business, education, and artificial intelligence. I have been studying the field of artificial intelligence for more than 15 years. And it's actually really exciting to see it come to life now. It's actually so weird that a lot of the ideas that are coming up now are ideas that, you know, we had started playing with a long time ago. But of course, we're in Uganda, so you never have the resources to build some of these systems. These AI companies use billions of dollars to build these AI systems and to allow you to use ChatGPT for $5, $10, $20 a month. So I've been in this field for a while. I've seen the evolution of this work. And one thing that I can say to you is that AI is going to be one of the biggest cultural shifts in the workplace. Actually, it is already the biggest cultural shift. And the problem is that you are entering at a very critical time. And so my encouragement to you is, as much as possible, leverage the power of AI as a thought partner, but do not outsource your thinking. I just wanted to mention AI just a bit. A lot of you I know are using AI for your coursework, you're using AI for all your things, and it is actually a very, very dangerous thing to do because your role as a student is to understand, right? I read this morning someone posted a quote and basically said that you can outsource your thinking, but you can never outsource your understanding. So the AI might do all the thinking for you, but if you're not able to understand the content, then you'll be useless without an AI. Imagine being in a workplace and you cannot achieve your roles simply because you don't have your device with you. So my encouragement to you is that as much as you're using AI to improve and build your work, make sure that you understand the core fundamentals that underline that specific system. I want to share with you a little bit about what employers are looking for. Like I mentioned, I've employed hundreds of people over the years. Many of the people I've employed are more qualified, older than I am, but these are the things that employers typically look for when they are looking for talent. And hopefully, once again, the Brighter Monday team will be able to guide you on some of these. One, personally, when I'm hiring, the very first thing that I look for is passion and ambition. No employer wants an employee who does not have ambition for the work that they're doing. No employer wants an employee who does not have passion. So you need to make sure that the field that you're in, the industry that you're getting in, you have the passion and the skills for it. The other thing that I always tell people as well is that even if you're in a field or a system or a position that you don't enjoy, always maintain the highest level of excellence. Always maintain the highest level of achievement, because opportunities come from anywhere. Part of the reason why my career has been as interesting as it has been is because my eyes have always been open to the opportunities available for us, and have also been able to learn to put myself in a position where when an opportunity comes, I'm able to take it. It's a bit weird. I was last employed in 2003. I think some of you in this room were not born by then. How many of you were born in 2003? By 2003? How many of you were born before 2003? How many of you were born after 2003? So some of you in this room are not born because your hands are not. Huh? So I was last employed in 2003, and in that time I've been employing a lot of people. I mentioned that because the one thing that a lot of young people like to think about is the idea of being your own boss, the idea of being the one doing the thing. But one thing that I've found that is extremely helpful before you even go into self-employment is building a solid foundation as an employee. Because you learn about systems, you learn about structures, you learn about how to build relationships with your colleagues, you learn about how to be at work on time. When you're self-employed, your level of discipline can be really crazy, because as a self-employed person, I'll be up and working at my desk by 5 a.m. and I'll be leaving my desk maybe at 11 p.m., right? But in between there, so many things happen. So one day I can wake up and I say, you know what, today I'm going to focus on project XYZ for the first half of the morning, and then project something else for the later half. Or if I've been pushing myself too hard, I'll tell myself, okay, I think I can take time for a break. Now, the problem is many people look at that sort of sense of freedom and think that that's what they want to be. But I want to assure you that being self-employed is going to require more discipline than being employed. So I encourage you to build a foundation, first and foremost, as an employee before you get there. So one of the things that I look for is passion and ambition. Then the second thing that I look for, obviously, is skills. What skills do you have? And because we're a learning institution, we get a lot of young, fresh students and then train them. I've had a career from IT to design to multimedia to robotics to education now. And in all of those, the one constant thread has always been, do you have the requisite skills in order to achieve the organization's vision and ambition, like the previous speaker mentioned? And then third, which is sort of where everyone starts from, is that's when I now look at academic qualifications, right? After I've understood your passion, your skills, your dreams, your vision, your goals for life, it gives me an idea of who you are, how you're driven, how you build yourself. And then I look at your skills, basically, what do you know? And many times, your skills, the things that you know, do not correlate as strongly as the academic skills that you might have. So for me, the actual skills you have are always higher priority. And then second, and then third will be academic skills. And then I'll also look for creativity and problem solving. Every organization needs someone who's able to solve problems. That's why the soft skills that you'll be told about soft skills, you'll be told about transferable skills. All of those are skills that don't really matter depending on the industry that you're in. So if you're in engineering or you're in human resource, creativity and innovation and problem solving is going to be a constant. Those are not hard skills, they're what they call soft skills. And then discipline. For me, discipline is actually one of the most important things, because if you're not disciplined enough in person, in a group, etc., it's going to be problematic. So since my time is fast spent, one of the things that I want to leave us with is what it means to be a career person in this age of AI and technology. For the longest time, I have always said that the internet and technology is the greatest equalizer. What this means is that you have the same resources as anyone else in any country in the world. As long as you have an internet connection and a computer, you have access to the world's information. Unfortunately, for many students, the idea is that we only need to do what we have been told. And yet, it's like having access to the entire world and you're saying, you know what, I'm just going to remain in Maika village and not see the entire world. So the internet has given you access to the entire knowledge of the world. There's YouTube, there's Wikipedia, etc. You should use that to amplify and augment everything that you're being taught on campus. Think of what you're being taught on campus as 10% of what you need to learn for the job. And then think of the remaining 90% as things that you can learn online or remotely. This is one of the positions where I encourage the use of AI as a study partner, going to ChatGPT, Notebook LLM, and say, this is the topic I'm interested in, what are the sources of knowledge and information that I can use to create a high-quality international study plan for the next 2-3 months, and it will list down everything and give you all the links to the resources. So take advantage of that. The other problem with AI, the other challenge with AI, as a friend of mine mentioned recently in our groups, this is the worst time to be mediocre. Let me repeat that again. This is the worst time for you to be a mediocre person, because AI is an accelerant. If you're good at something, AI is going to make you 10 times better. For some people who are really good, it makes them 100 times better. Over the last few days, I've built an application in the space of weeks that would have taken me about 6 months, right? And that's the power of AI. But it's all meaningless if you don't know the foundation, if you don't know what you're doing. So build your foundation and then leverage AI. I really would have loved to take some questions, but I think we'll leave it for there. I want to thank you for your time. I am happy to answer any follow-up questions. I can't give out my number because I will get overwhelmed. But through the Brighter Monday team, I'm happy to do a follow-up conversation. Maybe we can do like a Zoom call, and I go a lot deeper into those things. Yeah. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
All right, thank you so much, Solomon King. Another round of applause for Solomon. And of course, the beautiful words of wisdom he has given to us. But one of the things that sparks off for me is the way he talked about how we need to use AI, right? It's just not about, prompting ChatGPT to, give you answers for your coursework or preferably your examinations. But it's about making sure that you can use those answers and turn them into the context that is required. And that, I think that is what is very, very important. So thank you so much. Now we dive into what is very important to us. And the reason that's why we gave you the free Wi-Fi is here, right? But before we get into that, I just wanted to say that we have gifts for each and every one of you. Of course, including the employers as well. But you don't even clap for me or even for Brighter Monday. Guys, where is the energy? We are young people. We need to really be energetic. But my point is that we have free gifts, but it might sound free, but it's going to require you to do something, right? So we have what we refer to as Brighter Monday Uganda has been able to create a tool that helps you, okay? And it's an AI career, we're calling it the AI career tool or assistant, right? So what it does, it helps you to create a professional CV, helps you to create a professional cover letter. And the key word there is professional, right? Because, it is very sad, Mr. Solomon, it is very sad when you get certain CVs come to your office and you're asking yourself if this person has graduated from university. Very, very, very sad. We have seen that because we have interacted with a number of employers as Brighter Monday Uganda. So the solution that we have brought for you, which is going to require you to, of course, use Wi-Fi, because for you to access the AI career tool, you must have a smartphone or maybe a gadget that allows you to, to create, these documents using the tool. But you need internet. That's why, first of all, if you haven't logged into the internet, please, the Wi-Fi is there. It's available. Please log into the Wi-Fi, connect, and let us get started. So I have my colleague. She's going to take you through. She's going to do a live demonstration. Now, yours is to listen and know how it is done, right? Then once she's done, we are going to have all of you go down to the tent and then have you access this career tool. Now, for you to get a gift that we have prepared for, by the way, all of you will get gifts. There's no one, as long as, it's not like we are so many for us to not have enough gifts. We do have enough. But of course, the condition for you to get the gift is that you must access the AI career tool. Access it, because we want to leave this university as Brighter Monday when all of you have access to the AI career tool. You develop these documents in less than 10 minutes. 10 minutes, the document is out, and it's ready professional for you to submit to whichever employer that is looking for this document. So that's the beauty. That's the beauty of this. So I'm going to request the production team to play for you a few videos as my colleagues come in to demonstrate for you the AI career tool. Now, once they are done with that, then we shall guide you on how you're going to gain and access more services down there at the booth, and as we continue to demonstrate for you. All right, she's already here. Great. Sharon? Okay, she's already here. She's our head of product. You will forgive her. Her voice is not okay. She's not feeling well, but she'll be able to talk to you, and at least also greet you and tell you about the AI career tool. Can we please clap for her? Can we clap for her? Yes. Thank you. Thank you for being good students. All right, Sharon.
Hello. Good afternoon. I hope you can hear me. Am I loud enough? You can all hear me? Forgive my voice. I did not eat a frog, but yeah. But you can all hear me, right? Good afternoon. Banaenga, we are so sad. Good afternoon. We are how? We are great. But someone is saying we are great. Is this we are great? You are like, but you're all very much welcome. My name is Sharon Ishagi, and I'm the product manager for Brighter Monday Uganda. I hope I am very much audible. So we are going to look through the AI career tool. I think we have been given the history or the genesis of the AI career tool. Majority of us, even not just those of us that are joining the workplace, or rather the job market, but even those that have taken long at a like a particular workplace, you want to change different levels of our careers. We find the need to always do what? Create a CV. Before, we would pay people to write for us CVs, right? And you're paying things like 300,000 for someone to write a CV. We got to the cost of 800,000 for someone to write a CV. And it is very much costly. But with technology, we brought up the AI career tool. And this makes our CV writing very much easy. Why are we calling it the AI career tool? It does not just look at the CV. It looks at the different things that we do in our career, right? As you are applying for a job, you will need a CV, you'll need your cover letter, you will need to prepare for the interview, and you'll also need to negotiate your offer once you get the offer, right? And you'll also need to track the jobs that you're applying for. I don't know, if you've applied for a job or you've been applying for jobs, you know it's not one job you're applying for. In one day, you're applying to like 100, right? Am I speaking to someone? I know there's someone here who has written over 1,000 in a week. Am I lying? There are those, they have now become a pro. They know all the job boards. Is it Brighter Monday? I have an account. Is it LinkedIn? Psh. Is it work? Is it remotely? Is it Remote Africa? You have accounts in every job board known. You even do the brown envelope. When they say, Madvani has an opening, you say, Kanzije. You know? You have everything. You are like a pro in applying for jobs. So as we apply for jobs, there are different things that we need or that we do. And the AI career tool makes that very much easy for us, regardless of the level that you are at in your jobs, in your career. Is it entry level? Is it mid level? Is it a expertise level? It's made easy for you. So the first things you do before using the tool is get an account on the Brighter Monday platform. How many of us have an account on Brighter Monday? Or we are just learning about Brighter Monday for the first time today? Someone told me, I thought that was a newspaper. Brighter Monday, how many of us know about Brighter Monday? Hands up. Do you have an account on Brighter Monday? Okay. So for those of us that do not have an account on Brighter Monday, first things first is create an account. You go to the Brighter Monday platform. Now, do not go to Brighter Monday Kenya. Go to Brighter Monday Uganda. All right? Don't create an account on Kenya, then again you go to Uganda and say, but I don't see my account. Those are two different platforms. So you go to brightermonday.co.ug. I want us to do something. For those of us that have our phones here, internet is free. Just go on your phone, type in brightermonday.co.ug, and then go to the website. We're going to do this thing together. It's not just me talking. All right? So enter and go to the website. Okay. So you will start by signing up if you do not have an account. Sign up is now very much easy. If you have Google on your phone, you will use the social logins. Excuse me. You will use the social logins. If you have Google on your phone, you go to the job seeker. If you are an employer, you can create an employer account. But right now we are looking at what? The job seekers, right? So you go to the job seeker, put in your first name, you put in your last name, and you put in your email address and your password and also your phone number, right? Those are the only details we are collecting for you to sign up. If you have your Google on the platform, all you have to do is click the Google icon right there, connect to your Google account, and you're in. If you have your LinkedIn already connected to your laptop, your Chrome, or your phone, that's what you can click, and then you create an account. So when you're done creating an account, you log in. Make sure you verify your account. You just go back to your email, verify it. Once we are in, now you log in. For those of us that already have accounts, I hope we are now logged in. Are we logged in? Are we logged in? The yes is very low. We didn't eat. Are we logged in? We are not. What is missing? The internet, the phone, the internet. But there is internet. It's slow, but you have Wi-Fi. Sorry, you have your personal internet, no? But you got the airtime. Yes, we're giving out airtime. Use the airtime to get you some small MBs. It's not going to take long. You didn't get. Finish your course. And finish your course and then you get the airtime. You have QR codes right with you, right? Or you scan. Finish course. Get airtime. Get the internet and we start. It's not going to take a lot of internet. Even 2 MBs we are done. Don't quote me on that. So you're now logged in. Remember, when now we have a very good partnership with the MasterCard Foundation. And because of that partnership, for people like us between 18 to 35, we get 1 month free of this tool. All right? So, I tell you, if you are above the age, don't go and change your date of birth. That would be cheating. So, you will go to account settings, right? And you put in your details. So, you put in your date, your day of birth, your month, and then the year. When you are done with that, choose your gender, whether you're male or female. Are you disabled, displaced, and then you save. Once you do that, we go to the resource center. Okay? We're going to the AI career tool. Remember I told you because of our partnership, we have 1 month free, right? You click on get started, it will automatically take you down to claim your free package. So you click claim your free package and you have the AI career tool. How many of us have claimed it now? We are still there, or the internet is still fighting us? The internet is fighting. I don't think all of us, it is slow. Anyway, we can still go to where we have the exhibition and go through the process, right? So, you now have access to the free tool. Remember, you have access for 1 month. We give you 1 month free because of this partnership. After that, you can renew your subscription. You can pay for 1 week, you can pay for 1 month, you can pay for 3 months, or the whole year. Okay? Now that you are in, you have your account, you will see the AI career tool menu appear right there. The button will appear right in your menu. So you'll open it. You just go back to your account. Yes. You can open an account that already has this. So you give it about 10 minutes and it should appear. If it is taking longer, just clear your cache and it should appear. So, in your, is that the left, is that the right? That side, is that right or is that left? Right? Are you sure it's not left? It's your right. That's my left. So do I say left or do I say right? Are you sure? So I say your right, my left. Do we all agree? My right, is that my right, your left? Your left, my right. My left, your right, your left, whatever. You go right there, where the icon is, you will see the AI career tool, that's AI CV services login. You click right there, and then at the login button, and it takes you to the tool. Once you get into the tool, you give it about 20 minutes, 20 seconds or so, depending on your internet speed, you are in. Once you are in, now you see we have where resume is your CV. It's another word for the CV. So resume, you have the tracker, you have the cover letter, you have the interview. Here you are preparing for your interview. You have your contacts, you have the offer negotiation, right? So we are starting from the beginning. Remember we say this is what? AI career tool. We are starting with our CV. It's the first thing we do once we are starting our journey, right? We will choose a template, create a CV. Since if you already have a CV, you don't have to create a new one, you just upload. There's an option to upload. The templates that we have in here are well researched and very much optimized, so you can choose whichever of the templates that we have and use it to create your CV. If you already have a CV, you just upload and then optimize it, right? You're just editing. So you either upload existing CV or you start from scratch. If you are having an existing CV, you upload it. You give it time to do so, and you should be able to see how well your CV is doing, okay? You have created your CV maybe on a different platform, maybe you used your elder sister's CV as a template, or someone, however way you decided to create your CV. Now you have your CV, you have uploaded it, you're like, I do not want to hustle. I'm not starting this thing from scratch. You give it time to analyze. Let it look at your CV. How good is your CV? What do you need to improve in your CV? What do you need to add in order to optimize your CV? All right? And also extract the data. Once that is done, you should be able to see the results of your CV. Let's give it some time. Okay. So that's the CV we have uploaded. This is the review of your CV that you have uploaded. Now the CV we have uploaded is a 65% when we review it. Okay? Here, let's look at the review. Patricia, this side? Yeah. So you will look at the urgent issues that require to scroll up, the urgent issues that require to be worked on. You'll see your projects, your portfolios, they need to be worked on. There's your project title is missing, there's a description missing. Your certification and licenses, if you had, especially if you had started creating that part, then you will see the critical issues, the optional issues. Now this CV has 3 urgent issues that need to be worked on. It has 5 critical issues and then 10 optional issues. So you will go to your CV on the other end, the editor, and then you start looking at the different things. So you don't have a summary of your qualifications, you start adding that, okay? Once you add that, you will prompt AI. Some of us, our English may not be all there. Instead of running back and forth between ChatGPT and this one. And the reason why we use this one is because you know how AI is trained, right? So ChatGPT has a lot of different things. This one is specific for the CV, okay? How it is trained, how it is developed, it is specific for everything to do with your AI career tool. We will not tell you, we will not put in your CV what you did not do. We will not say that you managed to build a robot, meanwhile, you've never. Okay? We will not say that you landed a rocket on the moon using a toothpick, meanwhile, you've never done that. Okay? Have you seen a ChatGPT CV? You will be amused. In fact, even yourself, you will look at your CV and say, is this me? Even me, I would hire me. But will I be able to do what I've put in my CV? Right? So, this platform is very much intentional. So, what you feed in is what is edited. Nothing comes from outside. What you did is what is put in there. Nothing new, nothing cooked. All right? So, you put in everything, you can prompt AI and see, you can rewrite whatever you have put in there using AI. Your English may not be Englishing, but this one will English your English, all right? So you will prompt AI, ask it to rewrite, and then it can phrase whatever statement you put in there very well, okay? So you do that. Now, when you're creating the CV from scratch, same thing. Only that now you're not uploading anything. You are just putting in the information, okay? Every field you put in, you can prompt AI to rewrite. You are not thinking about something from the sky. Okay, what do I put into my CV? Or in my hobbies. Some of us in our hobbies want to put in clubbing. Please, things that are related to the job, okay? So when you're filling in your CV, it has to be relevant to the job that you want to apply for or relevant to where you're going to. Are we okay? So that is for the CV part. Now that you have your CV, I'm applying for a job. We are going down our journey. We are coming down to the cover letter. The employer is asking me for a cover letter as I apply for a job. I will go to my cover letter. Don't forget, every job that you add in here, through the cover letter or just adding the job, it is stored into the tool, all right? So if this is a new job, create a new cover letter. I am using that CV. If you have more than one CV, you will change the CV, all right? You choose the CV that you want to use. You go to the second one, please. Okay, then you add your job. Now you can either add the job link. The job link is not limited to the Brighter Monday platform. The job link could be on LinkedIn, okay? It could be from Great Jobs Uganda. It could be from, you put in the link, and then you import. All the job details, please go back. Go back. So when you click to import, the job, all the job details that are listed on that website are automatically imported in here. If it fails to import, that's when you go and paste the listing requirements. Right over there, you go to the other side of pasting if it fails to do so. But if you're importing everything that is on the job is there, then you go ahead and click to generate the cover letter. So when you do that, you give it some time. It is looking at the job requirements, it's looking at your CV, and then creates for you a cover letter. So based on your CV that you have chosen, remember you're choosing it, you will choose a CV, right? That you're applying with. Then you'll choose the job, and you put the details. So based on your job details and what is in your CV, your strengths, your everything, it will create for you a cover letter. Now that you have your cover letter, you can go ahead and customize it. You will either change the tone of the cover letter, you either make it formal, neutral, personal, depending on the field that you are applying for. Okay? Those that are into entertainment and all those things, your CV might come a little bit neutral or informal. Your cover letter, right? For those of us that are in different fields, it might have to come formal. And depending on the standard or the length that they have asked you, you can do that as well. You either put it the standard length, a short or long. You choose that. Then based on the achievements you have put in your CV, you can decide, remove these achievements. I do not want them to be seen in my cover letter. So if you had added achievements in your CV, they will all appear there. You see where there is exclude achievements? They will all appear there. Then you will choose which achievements you do not want to appear in what? Your cover letter. And then you go ahead and either create a new one or replace the previous cover letter. Let's replace. And that's it. So that's our cover letter. Now that we are done, you either download it as PDF or download it as a document, or if you're sending it as an email, you can just click on the copy icon right there. Click the copy icon. Yes, you just click copy and you paste it in your mailbox and send. Okay? You'll just put maybe the greeting and then your name at the bottom, your signature, and you send it. And that's it. So those of us that say, any job that has cover letter, red flag, we'll give you a green flag. So go and apply to those jobs. Don't miss out on your dream job because they said cover letter. You can even create as many cover letters as possible, apply to as many jobs as possible with this tool. You don't get tired. You just keep putting in your link, create, personalize, customize, copy, paste, download, upload. We are done, right? So no more red flagging it. We've changed this from red to green. Now that you've sent your cover letter, they've told you you've got the job. Your CV, superb. Your cover letter, amazing. Come for an interview. We go to the next part, interview prep. So, under the interview, there are 3 things. There is the interview preparation, there is the mock interview, and then there is the question bank. Just to go over them, the job preparation, it will look at the job that you have applied for or the job that you're going for the interview for. Let's do the add a new job, and I'll show you. Add new job. Assuming it's the other job that we were already had applied for, you import, and then you can create based on the CV that you applied with, and everything else. Go down, continue. All right, now you see that is what you were applying for right there. This is all the jobs that you had applied for. You will choose one and then generate sample questions. Generate the sample questions. If you say, yes, this tool has come, I'd already applied for the job, and now they're asking me for an interview, that's where you add the new job, right? Then you will click the job here, and generate the sample questions. So it will generate the sample questions based on the JD that is there in the job, right? The job descriptions, the job requirements from the employer. Those are the questions. There's a sample response, there is an answer. Please do not cram the answers. Then you get there and be like, Chokabana Brighter Monday Cheyatukola. Please do not cram. Just understand them. There is advice on how best to answer these questions, right? So as you read the question, it tells you this is how best you answer this question, this is how you can go about it, and so on and so forth. So that when you are before your interviewer, you know how to answer some of these questions. Okay? So that is for the job preparation. Now let's go to the question bank. Question bank is, we all know question. Do you know question bank? We all had question banks. You remember those UCE, USCE question bank? The logic is just the same. So you will just choose the job function. If I am adding a new job title, add a new job title. Select the title. Am I applying? Maybe I'm an administrative assistant. In which company? If it's an NGO or a startup that I applied to, now generate. So it will generate questions that are usually asked in such setting for such a person or for such a role, right? It's not specific to the job, it is just generalized to that job title and in that kind of company. We're together? Now the one that excites me the most is the mock interview. Mock interview, it helps you to gain confidence as you go for interviews. We have had cases where people they go through everything. You tell them, now it is interview time. They don't turn up. Or they switch off their phone. Another one will tell you, you know what, I actually got scared. I could not come. All right? Another one will tell you, I came, I was seated in the compound. What happened? I saw the people. I just could not. Mm-hmm. You know? These are things that we have had while we are helping employers get job seekers or candidates for their roles. Someone will tell you, I saw the number of people there. Banange. It is okay. The Lord is my shepherd and they live. Okay? Another one will come, they will see, I was joking when I applied. I was joking. They've given me that job. What do I do? Then they switch off their phone. You try calling them on that day, it is time for the interview, nothing, you know? Then they pick the phone the next day. Then you tell them, it has been rescheduled. Me, I was joking. You know? And next thing you know, they don't even want to pick your calls again. With this, it helps you boost your confidence. Okay? Because you're having a live interview. Yes, it is a mock interview. We've all sat for mock exams. It is not exactly the final exams, but it is what? The mock exam. What does mock exam do for you? They're usually harder, right? By the time you go to the exam, you're like the kafulu in this thing. In fact, you're the marking guide, all right? So this helps you with that. Now, let's create a mock interview. Do we have any that had already been done? So when you are doing the mock interview, you'll select the job that they've called you for the interview for, or whichever you're preparing for. You know, some of us want to use our faith, yeah? I've applied for this job, in the name of Jesus, they're calling me. Now you start doing what? Your mock interview. Amen? Yeah, I have Christians in here. Amen. So you select the job that you've applied for. You select the CV that you applied with. If you applied with CV A, don't go and choose CV B. Choose the one that you applied with, all right, for that particular job. Then you choose what interview stage we are at. Is it an introduction call? Is it a behavioral? Is it a technical? You can go through all of them one by one, okay? For purposes of this demonstration, we'll start with an intro call. Or, yeah, we'll do the intro. Depending on the level you are in, you choose the difficulty. Beginner, intermediate. If I'm a manager, I'm applying to another job, I will go for intermediate or expert. I am just entering the job market, I'll go for beginner, right? Obviously English, then we go to choose the interviewer. You choose the interviewer, you choose who you want to interview you. Technical hiring manager, the senior recruiter, the hiring manager, or a different senior recruiter. Some of us are like, you know, let me see how the gentleman will interview me. Others are like, female interviewers are biased. I don't want. But you can try all of them, right? So that you gain your confidence. Okay? So let's choose one. You've chosen one? Go ahead, choose. And then you continue. You will give access to your microphone and your video because that is required. We are doing an interview. Now that we are, start the interview. Scroll down. Scroll. Yes, begin interview session. So once the interview session starts, you will see our interviewer up there. You'll see our video being taken. Okay? Why isn't the video on? Okay. So now, remember you are practicing for interview. So do it as though you were doing an interview. Get a quiet place, a good background. All right? There's someone who traumatized me. Up till now, everywhere I go, I will give that example. We had an interview going on. We were helping the employer get a candidate. We are interviewing a candidate, and employer is like, turn on your camera, we want to see. The person turned on camera. They were on the toilet. Now, please, you have to, don't traumatize us. This is an interview. Even if it is online, some people take advantage of, oh no, it's a virtual interview rather. It's a virtual interview, I don't need to do. Yes, it is also an interview. And this is very much easy to mess up because we take it for granted. So get good internet connection, a good background, a quiet background. Don't have people running in your background. When you're muted, then they see your mouth moving. Meanwhile, you're saying, Gwejeni Vawa. Please. Interviewer is asking you questions. They are seeing your mouth moving. You have frowned your face like this. Babies are running behind. Yo, chicken is also shouting. Yeah? You're saying, so far, then you hear, yeah? So get a good environment, a good background. Make yourself presentable. Don't know where is it a vest. It is the way you would go for an interview. Make yourself presentable, you know. They say dress the way you want to be addressed, no? So package yourself. You know, in this thing, we are actually marketing ourselves. The better you package yourself, the better for you, okay? So package yourself very well. The interviewer will ask questions, and every question that the interviewer asks is transcribed right there. When you are done, you will respond, and then you click on the stop button. When you do that, whatever you've said will be detected, analyzed, processed, transcribed, and it will be put right there. So for this has 4 questions. You'll go through all the 4 questions. Okay? You'll see, so everything that is there, everything that we've said is actually there. It has been transcribed. As you respond to the interviewer, they do that. Okay? Your interviewer is right there in the corner. You're here responding. When you're done, you can close, exit the interview. When you're done, it will let you know you're finished, you exit. It will give you marks. Well, this one we have not finished, but when you're done, it gives you marks of this is how you performed. This is how you did in your vocabulary. This is how you did in your body language. This is how you did in relevance of you answering the questions. You get? So if you've got 2%, you'll go back and do the interview. No? You keep doing the interview until you are better, until you have confidence. Maybe you were fidgeting. Maybe you were reading from ChatGPT while responding. Eh? And as you're reading, you're like, Linda, go, Linda, go. So, Linda, go. You know? But as you take on the interviews, you're getting more confident. You're getting, you're understanding exactly what you're responding to, right? So that by the time you go for the interview, you are the best of yourself. So what this does for you, it's this whole tool is helping you at least get your foot in the door. So if you told a lot of lies in your CV, that's between you and your God. Now we finished our mock interviews. We have got the job. They've sent us an offer letter. That's where we go and negotiate our offer letter. If you do not like what they have told, what they have given you in your offer letter, you go ahead and what? Negotiate it. Same principle. You upload your offer letter or paste it. You choose the CV that you used. Choose the CV that you used for that particular job. Then you generate an offer. It will compare for you what is in your offer letter. Let's go ahead. Scroll down. Go down. Upload and then you go down. Upload the offer letter. Scroll. Scroll down, scroll down. Scroll down because you need to also choose the job. So you scroll down, you choose the job that you've applied for, and then you negotiate new offer. When you click on that, AI will give you that this is what is in your offer letter. This is what we are suggesting for you to counter offer. Do not collect everything that AI is telling you to take. Yeah? You also have to read through and see that this will work for me, this will not work for me. And when you're done, you go ahead and generate your offer letter, copy it, paste it in your email, and send to the hiring manager. Say, yes, I've seen your offer, everything. In fact, AI has already created for you the letter. There's not much you're saying. You're just copying and pasting, right? And if they agree with what you have counter-offered, they go with it. And that gives you a better offer other than you going with the original. All right? So that is everything to do with our AI career tool. It helps you right from your resume, creating your cover letter, your interview preparation, your offer negotiation, and you can also track all your jobs right on there. You can go to the job tracker. Every job that you add in there, you can track it. Is this one under interviewed? Is this bookmarked? Am I looking at, has this fallen off? Have I been hired for this one? You can track them all under the tracker. So, with that said, I hope we will be able to use the AI career tool regardless of our levels to either apply for our next job, our internship, or whatever level of our career we're in. If you have any questions in regard to this, you'll find us at the booth. We'll be there. We can even help you with creating the CV. We'll walk you through it. Here, obviously, we've been doing it so fast. We have had a very few minutes, but there we'll have the hands-on experience. So you'll find us at our booth. Thank you very much for your attention, and have a good day.
Regardless of her voice, she made it possible. Let's clap for her one more time. Thank you so much, Sharon, for the great sacrifice. Yeah, we know your voice is not doing well, but you were able to take us through the AI career tool. So do we now understand how it works? Are we ready to get the gift? Are we ready? Because, look, the idea is, now that we have demonstrated for you how the AI career tool works, now the next step is for you to go down there and claim your gift, right? But remember, to claim your gift, which of course each and every one of you will get, is only and only when you create yourself an account and then of course access the AI career tool, just like Sharon has demonstrated. All right, so that's what we're going to do while we're down there. So please, once we leave this room, we are going straight down to the tent. One, I would love third years who are in the room, please interact with the employers. That's why we took the initiative to invite third years to be part of this. We want you to interact with the employers, but third years, we also want you to be more interested in the AI career tool because you're transiting from Chambogo University to the work environment, not so? Second years, I want you to be more focused on the CV clinic. We have a CV clinic down there, and it is just simply for us to guide you on how you can, have a better CV. And then second years who are looking for internships, the employers are also waiting for you. If you're looking for an internship, please, Cairo Bank, Stanbic Bank, they're all down there. They're all saying, please, where are the people? Where are the people? Engineers, we also have some organizations that are ready to talk to you. All right, so as we close, ladies and gentlemen, we now move into one of the most powerful parts, which is down there, and that will be the networking, but also it will be us to, ask more questions about the AI career tool and get your gift. Do not leave and go out of this event premises without getting yourself a gift. We have brought them for you, right? So please go down there, grab yourself something before you leave. Now, I want to say thank you to all Chambogo students. Can we clap for ourselves one more time? One more time. Yes. Thank you so much, Chambogo University. Thank you so much for being part of this transformative experience. Your future is not something you wait for, it is something you build. And today, you have taken the powerful step forward, and congratulations on that. Now, my part is done. Thank you for being part of this experience. I have been your host, Oyesije Clinton Liberty, and it has been an absolute honor to be your host. And of course, I want to lastly say your future is bright, your future is ready, your future begins now. To officially close the event, allow me invite Jeffrey Luboga, representing Brighter Monday Uganda and the Jenny Kazi program. You're invited. Thank you so much.
Wow, 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 wow. What a wonderful session. A round of applause for each one of you. Come on, aren't you excited to go out and get jobs? Come on. Yes. So, it's really been a great experience sharing with you today, but this is just the beginning. I repeat, this is just the beginning. As my colleague mentioned a few moments ago, we shall then, after this, have a session down at the tent where the employers will be there. It's an opportunity for you to take this chance, for you to grab it and be able to take control of your future. So, as Clinton mentioned, and as he has given me the opportunity, I do not want to say this is closed, but to be continued down at the tent, where we shall have the employers there waiting for you, but also other services mentioned where we can be able to support you on your CV development, how you can be able to negotiate, how you can be able to brand yourself to be much better, to work like a CEO as you get your next job. So, a round of applause for you as, come on, please, a round of applause. And I'd say we can now move to the next session. Thank you so much. You've been a great audience.
All right, thank you so much, Jeff. Please feel free now to, let's stand up, let's all stand up, let's all stand up, let's all stand up. I can see some of you are a bit, and some of you are dozing in them chairs. Okay, all right, so we're just going to pray, close the session, and then go down to the tent. Do we agree? Are we in agreement with that? Please do not leave. Again, I want to say we have gifts for you. These are your gifts. These are yours. So please take advantage. Go claim yourself the AI Career Tool and grab a gift. All right, let's humble ourselves for a closing prayer. Father, I want to thank you so much for today. I want to thank you so much for the great opportunity to be here at Chambogo University to interact and bring opportunities closer to the Chambogo University students. We pray that this day is a transformative day for them. I pray that as they walk out of this room, they're able to get the desires of their hearts, and they're able to get the jobs, the internships that they want and they are greatly seeking for. We want to thank you for today, for this session, for this event. And as we continue to even go down there and interact with employers, you continue to be with us. In Jesus' name I believe and pray. Amen. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Chambogo. And let's clap ourselves one last time and we move out. A huge hand clap. Please, huge one, huge one, huge one. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So we haven't finished yet. Please continue to the down tent and let's continue this event. Let's keep it going. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, we are going to keep the QR code for the WhatsApp courses running. In case you haven't done the WhatsApp course and you want to do it, we would have the QR code here. Okay, so please, those who haven't done the WhatsApp courses, we still have them available for you. Certificates are there. We have prayer time for you as well. Please go down to the tent. Make sure you pass by the tent. We don't help. But thank you so much and God bless you.
Hi, ladies. Hi. But how did she grow so fast like that?
Good morning, ladies.
Good.
umculo wami ungipholisa uma ngikhathazekile umculo wami ungipholisa uma ngini kusukela ebunganeni ngahlala ngilalela izwi lomculo lali ngumngani wami uma umhlaba ungizwa kabi umculo ungizwa kahle ungangahluleli ungangilahli umculo wami ungipholisa ungifundisa ukuphila umculo wami ungipholisa ungenza ngiqine namuhla ngimi phambi kwabantu ngikule indaba yami uma bezwe sithi bayayizwa inhliziyo yami lokhu akusilo nje ikulo lokhu kungumthandazo babantu abadansayo befuna ukuthula umculo wami ungipholisa umculo wami ungipholisa uma ngingasenamandla uma ngingasenamazwi ngizodansa ize ngiphile futhi umculo wami ungipholisa
Digitrack came.
This is why we're here. This is what brought us today, to train you to be better students when you're transiting from university to your job.
You're supposed to learn, you're supposed to make sure you have networks of good people. Good people. For me to be who I am, it was actually most of the part not even about my education, but the people that are around me. But education helped me later. So it is important for you to know that at this point you learn, you network.
Keep your social media footprint on point. Keep focused. There are really levels to this thing. Thank you very much.
If you're not registered with us, please do register, because we're going to keep sending you more opportunities as Brighter Monday Uganda in terms of what you need to tap into.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Join me as we welcome Brighter Monday and thank them for making it here and for investing in us.
It's an honor to actually be here today because this project has a specific emphasis on 70% of the project participants being female.
The literature has indicated that 87% of learners have technical skills but lack soft work.
Or what you know in your head, but
that the class or the lectures or the course do not give you.
We are currently living in a time of rapid change. You can see a lot of
what is missing that the class or the lectures or the course do not give you.
We are currently living in a time of rapid change. You can see a lot of technological disruptions, but I know the university is trying their best to ensure that they catch up with the ever-changing world, especially technological disruptions.
The young people are pumped up, they are willing to learn, they are willing to be entrepreneurs, they are learning how to propel their careers forward.
We have the best technical skills. The university is doing its best to ensure you have the technical skills. But what happens when you leave the university? You lack the soft skills, just like Professor Medina mentioned, but also you're not exposed.
There must be a profit at the end of the definition of a business. Even if you're providing a service, there must be money at the end of the day. But what is your value before you get the money? So attach value to yourself, move out there, shoulders up, and you're like, yeah, I'm one alumni of IU, and I do this.
The moment we can establish that you have integrity, I don't even mind about what you studied. I don't mind about your faith. As long as I know you have integrity, I am sure you can do my work.
Your opportunities are going to come labeled with your name when they come looking for a Muslim lawyer who is doing work. They will not look for the suit. They will look for me.
We care deeply about your careers beyond here, and we are here to hold your hand to ensure that you get into meaningful and dignified work.
Be open-minded. Whatever you do, have those great opportunities. We're in this university, and this room is full of hundreds of people. This is your network. This is your net worth.
70% of your success is based on not on what you study here or what you know in your head, but which people you know. What is your network? Whom do you know? If your network, for instance, is a group of 9 people and you are the 10th, and the 9 people are all thieves, you do not ask what you are, it will be very obvious to guess it. So when you are getting networks also, be sure what type of networks you are getting.
I would like to thank Brighter Monday Uganda and MasterCard Foundation for the good opportunity they have given to us. We have learned a lot of things like writing the CV, using the AI. To me, I've got a lot of exposure to different things that I didn't know. So we'd like to thank them for the opportunity they have given to us and for the breakfast and lunch that they have provided us. We are so happy. Brighter Monday Uganda Jew.
To every lady out here, your path is powerful, your voice matters, your dreams are needed, and your future starts today.